Hi guys, welcome to your second week of online learning. You guys are doing pretty good so far. Thank you. Thanks for asking the questions. Keep making sure you're asking questions, or if you need me to improve something, please make sure that you are doing that and sending me messages. I'm trying to help everyone as much as I can. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. If it is after 6 o'clock at night, you may or may not hear from me, just to let you know, and you may not hear from me until the next morning. And I'm assuming that goes. Oh, so sorry, I forgot I'm not doing Sec 3 right now. It's just you guys, so you're only going to hear from me. Let's see what else. Other shopkeeping. Oh, I know we haven't had a checkpoint so far yet this term, but we will. That is changing. We will be having one this week, and it will be at the end of the week. It will only be open for 4 days. It will be in Canvas. You have to do it. I'm not sure if I'm going to give you 2 chances or not. I might just do 2 of them. You'll have 2 chances. I'll give you the better of the 2 scores. I think that's what I'm doing. I haven't developed that yet. But I will. It will be up there by Thursday. You'll have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to do it. Or you can just do Thursday and Friday. But for those of you who procrastinate, you have Saturday and Sunday also. Let's see. And you can just choose to do one if you think you do really well, or you can do both of them. And that's how it's going to work. Let's see. And I think that's it for now. So we're going to go ahead and go on to 9.4b, or part 2, I think is what I'm calling it, is part 2, properties of logarithmic functions. So we did the first half last week, where we learned about if it's multiplication, we write it as an addition. If it's division, I write it as subtraction. If it has a power, that power goes in front. So now we're going to kind of put all 3 of them together at the same time and expand and condense logarithms. So this is how I know what I need to do. If it only has 1 logarithm, that means it wants me to expand it. If the directions don't say to, I want to write it like this one says. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. This one says express an equivalent expression using individual logarithms of x, y, and z. So basically what it me to do is expand it, and that's usually what it'll say. It will say expand the logarithm. So if it has 1 log, I want to go to many logs, or 1 or 2 or more logs. If it has lots of logs, like 2 or more, it wants me to go down to 1 log. So that's kind of what I want to talk about, okay? So here we go. So the first one has, let's see what the first one has. The first one has a power. So I want to, see it has I keep grabbing the eraser instead of has a power here. Okay. It has a divide. So that means I'm going to subtract, and it has a times. So we're going to start with the power. Where does the power go? Since the power is in the numerator, it's in the top, we're going to deal with that first. The power goes in front. So I have 3 log of x. And then it's a division sign. You see that divide right there? Divide means minus. And since there's more than 1 term, I'm going to have a parenthesis. Oh, I forgot to put my base b. So sorry. Log base b of y. And then y and z are multiplied together, so it would be plus log base b of z. Now, I really don't want the parentheses in there, so what I'm going to do is distribute the negative sign through here. So to rewrite it without the parentheses and as simple as possible, I would have 3 log base b of x minus log base b of y minus log base b of z. And there would be my answer. So at that point, I just want to pause and talk about the near pods for a moment. If it is a oh my gosh, I can't think. If we have a an open-ended question and you need to type the answer in, and I can't type in base b because the program won't let me type in a variable as my base, or a decimal, or a negative sign, or anything that's not just a single number, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type it in like this. I'm going to do log parenthesis base b parenthesis space of x, just like that. So between the log and the base b, I wouldn't put a space, but I would put a space between the, right here, I put a space here. Okay, so when I'm typing in my answers, this is how I would type it in into the into Nearpod. Okay, so on another quick note, I just want to make sure that I think I already said this. Oh no, I said this is Sec 3 kids. If you're taking pictures of your work and I cannot read it, I'm giving you a 0. So you need to make sure that it's legible, dark, the pictures are nice and clear, and you've really focused in and taken away all the extra space, and I can only see the problems and not a lot of extra space around the problems. Because if I can't read it, I'm giving you guys a 0 on it. You'll just have to re-upload it. So if you're uploading pictures of your problems, that's fine. Just make sure that they're really, really, really easy to read. Okay? And they're zoomed in. That's all I want to say about that. Okay, great. So let's go on to the next problem. So I want to rewrite this. This is a square root or a fourth root. So I need to rewrite that first. So I'm going to say log of a of x, y, z to the third, all to the, how do I write this? Right, 1/4, because all the inside would be to the 1/4. And then I'm going to, I wrote that way too big. So I'm going to, so sorry you guys, I'm going to erase it and rewrite it so it's a little more legible. And it fits in my space a little better. Maybe if I made it a little bigger, it'd be easier for me to write. Log base a of x, y, z to the third, all to the 1/4. Okay, that's great. So now I need to distribute. Now I can go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it. So the 1/4 comes down in front. So I have a 1/4 times log base a of x. That's a time, so that would be plus log base a of y minus, where does the exponent go? Down in front, good. 3 log base a of z. Okay, now I have to simplify it. So I'm going to distribute the 1/4 through. So I have 1/4 log base a of x plus 1/4. Oh, I'm doing horrible on this one, you guys. I'm so sorry. 1/4 log base a of y. Let's see. Minus 3/4 log base a of z. Okay, this can also be written, I just want to rewrite it because you can see it this way also, but if you put it into delta math this way, it would be correct. You can also write it in this way, log base a of x divided by 3 plus log base a of y divided by, not 3. See? We'd start all over again, but we're too far into it, so you guys know I make mistakes. So it should be just like we're in class. Minus 3 log base a of z divided by 4. There we go. 4 is my fraction, so that should go in the denominator. So you can, either way, I would probably stop here, but just be aware of the fact that you will see it sometimes this way. And if you have a 4 in the denominator, that means I'm going to have some sort of root as my answer. Okay? Okay. So now let's go to the second section here. Nope, we're going to stop. No, we're going to go on. I was trying to see, do we want to stop and have you do the practice there? But no, I don't want to make, yeah. See, I don't know what I want to do. I think I'm going to stop and have you practice problems like that. And then we're going to just do the next video. There we go. So go ahead and we're going to practice those, and then we'll go on to the next section. Okay, guys, I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye.